So what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's time for the weekly pop culture and movie hunt. Yeah, I'm going to go see a movie. I'm going to go see Weapons, and while I'm out, I'm going to do some store hunting for pop culture, maybe wrestling figures, maybe movies, anything we can find. Let's just have some fun out there searching. Come back here, we'll look online, see what might have been in stores, and then join me at the end for a couple of special announcements of things you can help to support the channel. So what are we waiting for? Let's get out there. Let's go. And now, Deep Thoughts by Jeffman316. You know, they say money can't buy happiness, but it can buy a new 4K Steelbook, and that's basically the same thing. So hey, we're getting ready to go to a movie today, but we're going to head into this Target, and they really want you to know that it's open. Now, they're remodeling, so this is what I call the Tower Target. So look, they even ripped the logo off the front. Look up here in the front, they got my dog in a box. Actually, two of them. Actually, three of them. Look, he's like happy. Look, he's looking up in the air. Either way, this first section here, my wife and I were looking at, they got pops. Does anybody buy these little pop sets? Those things are so small. They seem like a waste to me. I don't know. But they got a whole end cap here. And then they got, look, you can get some legendary Target Pop-Tarts protein pastry. Yeah, I was on a diet. I was just checking to see how many carbs it is. But, oh well, they got Deadpool and Wolverine. You got a Wade Pop. Look, it says new low price. Bane. I guarantee you it'd be a hell of a time getting that sticker off the front of it. Got a clearance pop there. Some Jurassic Park. So, either way. Look, I thought this was cool looking. Yeah, look, it's like a little playset. Oh, cool. It actually makes noise too. So, either way, there's some Simpsons stuff. I always like to look at these because sometimes there's a rare one. I don't remember seeing Lenny but one other time. Oh, this is cool. Look back here. They got Marge and... Hey, look, Marge and Maggie. That's cool. And there's Homer in his baseball outfit. Oh, and there's Mr. Fantastic. Did you guys see Fantastic Four? You can watch my out-of-theater reaction to that. I kind of liked it. And then the wrestling section. AEW, there's Sky Blue. That's pretty neat looking with that dress. Or skirt. Oh yeah, that's the series with Sting. We saw that before. I actually bought one of those things and sold it. Like the same day that I bought it. There's one of the new Ultimates. I think that's a new one. Of Razor Ramon. They got the Legends, including Muda. Does anybody know exactly? Isn't Muda the Chase in that series? I don't know. If you know, let me know in the comments down below. And if so, what's the variation? I wish they put a Chase logo on these things. They do have another Ultimate up here. A lot of people have been looking for the Shawn Michaels in his DX attire. That's kind of cool.
We got 2 words for you. We did it.
We got the Big Evil Undertaker. Yep, Billy Gunn. And look at this set right here. That's kind of cool. The Hall of Champions. The main one everybody wants is this Bruno or San Martino because it's got that belt. I think that's the only time that belt's available. I'll give you a closer look at this. So there's Bruno. There's Ultimate Warrior with too much of a suntan, if you ask me, and John Cena and Roman Reigns. So that's kind of cool. The Hall of Champions. All right, up here in the back where the NECA stuff is, they didn't have any new NECA stuff, but they do have a couple pops. Look, there's old Chucky. That's pretty neat. Him in the wheelchair. So there's a few new Chucky pops out, and then they got these Stranger Things. Scoops Ahoy. Those are pretty neat looking. That's about it. And over here on this, they had an end cap that had some clearance on it. So you got some Marvel stuff. You got a Godfather figure because they got those new Legends. Now you can get this one. Got old Hulk Hogan there. We got Rosie for $11. The Hulk Hogan, and what was it, like 16? Rest in peace, Hogan. And then got Carlito. So these things still aren't marked down enough for me to want to buy them. But either way, what's on this one? Some Sonic 3 stuff. Still got that Hordak Grizzlor. Maybe if that was like $10. Got some Star Wars stuff up there. So check your targets for clearance. Some are better than others. Your mileage may vary. But we're going to go into Barnes & Noble next. I hear some cars coming, so you got to watch. Oh, well. They stopped, so let's get into this store. And look up here. They got this cool little game, Off the Record. Get it off the record. But either way, it's right next. There was somebody over here. That's why I stopped. So, but dropped my phone. They got signs. Look and see if they see anything new up here in this section. There's that Tar, or however you pronounce that. Got Bluey. The Mummy collection. Well, I still don't know why this stuff is randomly up here. Curious George. I think Paramount is 50% off most of their stuff now at Barnes & Noble. So why don't they have a Paramount display? Conclave, that's pretty decent price there. Woman of the Yard, American Graffiti. This is the same shit we've seen here before. Schindler's List, the greatest movie ever, Jaws. I'm going to move over here. Do we see anything different in this section? The Kane Mutiny, Fight Club for $7.99. Dune. At least those digital codes would be in HD. The Ghost and Mr. Chicken. Pathetic. As far as the selection, I mean. And I think Shout Select is 40% off still. So they got a few Shout Select and Shout titles there. They're all 40% off, which would then become kind of affordable at Barnes & Noble. Got some Steelbooks here. Creepshow. Megan. You'd have to be a pretty significant amount. That Steelbook should be, if it's Paramount, should be 50% off of that Gladiator. Blazing Saddles. And you got your anime. Any of that? Any good? Look at this. They had Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning on 4K Steelbook. 50% off. So if some of them are marked properly, that would only be like $18. That's a good deal. I never bought that on Steelbook, so they got this weird end caps. Got Popeye and a bunch of Sonic stuff. So that's cool. And then over here, it's usually labeled Turner Classic Movies, but let's see what they got. You got that Dirty Harry with that cool slipcover. The Ring. A Quiet Place Day 1 should also be on sale, and so should Tommy Boy. The price stickers are never correct in here, but I do think Kino Lorber is normally 30% off. Sneakers. They Live. There's that Clash of the Titans set. That's not the limited edition, obviously. That's sold out, but I don't think the prices are marked correct in here very often. So, what is this? A24? Don't recognize that. Any of these A24 things that I see in here, you guys need to let me know. Or are any of them worth picking up? Like, I've got most of these, but I don't have... Hey, that's 50% off. That's Paramount. I don't have, like, Queer or Showing Up down there, but this just came out this week. It's nice to see that in stores. Friendship. It's a little pricey. I think you can get it for like 22, 23 at like Orbit and places. And then there's their mini Arrow selection. That's going to be 50% off soon. I think. Give it another week or so. So some of these titles will be cheap. Then they got random pops just lined up in here. What the hell? How about some Criterions? You took those out and you replaced them with damn pops.
What's up with that? What's up with that?
Wednesday and Enid. That's kind of cool. Got SpongeBob there, 4K. If that's Paramount, wouldn't that be 50% off? Fix your damn price tags. That Doctor Who, I keep picking it up. I don't think I'm going to get it. I wasn't keen on that Doctor. Do you guys like him? I'm kind of glad he's gone. I thought those slipcovers were exclusive to Walmart. Those quote ones. Maybe it was just like a window of time that it was exclusive. They just keep adding more Star Trek shit on here. Look, Enterprise now got a 50% off season of that. Is that any good? Some of you guys told me that was pretty much trash for Star Trek. I mean, not seeing much else down there. In the main section over here on this end cap, they got the Snow White for 40% off. Is anybody even going to buy that at 40% off?
No.
You see, Gladiator 2 is 50% off. The slipcover version. And look at all these great CDs and audiobooks that people are going to buy. Let's just start scanning back here and see what they got. I'll just go backwards. Cannonball Run, man, $5. Try to find that on streaming somewhere. That's where physical media is a friend. This just came out. That is a great deal, man. Better Off Dead. So that would basically be like $14.50. Wow, that's a good deal. Billy Madison, that'd be around $30. But that Better Off Dead, man, that's a good thumbnail right there. 50% off. Slipcover, new release. Damn. Yep. Woman was asking me if I needed help. I always need help.
Yes.
Armageddon, when we're going to get a 4K of that. And The Rock. Just thought I'd show you those Ace Venturas and Abyss. But the Ace Ventura, they also had the Steelbook. My Walmart didn't have that last week. So I'm going to go on Walmart and see if they got anything new from where they didn't stock last week. But you got Clueless. You got Cobra. We saw that already. Yeah, why isn't that 50% off? That'll be 50% off soon. Cocktail, pretty good movie. Any of these Paramount ones, I'm looking to see what the label says. Not seeing much else here. If you guys see anything, I'll be back in here every week. Just let me know and I'll pull it out and show it to you.
That's what. If you say that's what she said one more time, I'm gonna pop you.
So that Final Destination, I think everybody agrees that right there, the slipcover, is the best version of that. They should have swapped those the artwork on those two. Galaxy Quest should be cheap. Gladiator. See, the other one on end cap had 50% off marked on it. That's ridiculous. Long Legs, that's high as hell in here. Let It Ride, I keep telling people, man, that movie is like very underrated. Little Buddha. I think that was last week. I did see that in here last week. That's Road Trip. The unrated version of that's only on the Blu-ray. Hey, man, that's good right there, that Jenny Pin. That is a really good horror movie from Shudder. So Walmart only got the DVD, so to find the Blu-ray in here, that's kind of cool. I'm going to squat my old ass down here and show you the bottom row this time. I don't always do that. Sweeney Todd. I'm surprised nobody's bought that. It's still in here with a slipcover. Smile should be on sale. Look, there's an old ass Steelbook of Slapshot. Pretty decent movie. Alright, that was pretty much Buzzkill trip to Barnes & Noble. Let's get into a Walmart. They've got this Walmart didn't stock anything new last week, so they do have Thunderbolts. They got it on Blu-ray, Happy Feet 1 and 2. They didn't have this in here last week, but they got it this week. That Chainsaw Man Volume 1 Steelbook. It's $40. Sinners. They didn't have this in here either, so you finally got Nobody, this limited edition Steelbook, and they got Ace Ventura. So they finally got their stock in. They still got Sinners 4K with a slipcover. The Final Destination, the Phoenician Scheme came out last week. I got the 4K of that, and Fight or Flight. So it's nice to see they actually stocked the movies finally. And over here on the side, they got Serenity. That's a really nice looking Steelbook. Jaws would be here. Megan, Longlegs. Then they got Snow White. Nobody's going to buy that slipcover rip like that. That Colors Within was down to like $8 or something like that at one of the clearance at Walmart's that I looked at last week. They just didn't have it. So check your Walmarts for clearance items. Haven. Do you guys recognize who's back there with half their face showing? Adam Copeland, a.k.a. Edge. I can say one of them had B.O. I know that. Because I smelt them.
Well, you got to get a little experience of what I did in the hour like last month.
Yeah. If you're going to come up in the Walmart,
I did.
can you at least take a bath before you come up in there?
You can buy all the cool stuff that you can.
They need to let you use your EBT card to buy deodorant and soap. There's Sneaks. Anybody know anything about that? I don't think anything but a DVD came out for that. Not seeing much else new in this section. Over here next to it, they got some figures. There's a Batman. That's kind of neat. Good Lord, look at the ears on that thing. Oh, look, a Platinum Edition. Yellow. Didn't we see a different color in another store? Was it pink? Blue? I can't remember. You remember? I remember. You remember? Speaking of remembering, I did that video about remembering Kmart, and people were asking, like, why would I talk about Kmart when it's been closed for 40 years? It's because we're remembering Kmart, about how you could find bargain media there. That was a good store to go to back in the day. There's a new Superman pop. I didn't see that one last time. I missed that chase in Target, but it's not really worth that much money, so now I'm looking out for it. The logos are different now on the chases. This Walmart actually had a $5 bin. Didn't have a whole lot in it. The Secret Garden. I don't remember seeing that before. The Unholy. What else we got? Psycho Gorman. We saw that last week, but that's a nice slipcover. Got Lisa Frankenstein. Or Frankenstein. Hey, Muppet Christmas. Bad Guys. Some Scooby-Doo. MacGruber. Decent little $5 section. Oh, Lord, look. Here's our enemy. Oh, yeah. You going to stop? Look at there. None shall pass. But I did. So let's actually sneak into one more Walmart and see what we can find. Got music blasting out here, so I have to keep talking so you can't hear it. Let's go to the WWE section, or the wrestling figure section, Tama Tonga. Hey, let's see. Is this the one set that's got the John Cena, you can't see me? There's Tonga Loa. Look at that face scan, man. It's like The Rock on acid.
It doesn't matter what you think.
They do have Jacob Fatu, so this will be his first official release, even though, he's probably got a couple you could have gotten online already. I might have to pick one of those up. It's his first figure. So that's cool. Solo Sikoa, I'm not a huge fan of that, the look of that one. And there's Nia Jax, Queen Nia. So the Cena would be the only one they're missing. Damn, another Jacob Fatu. So they got the Stone Cold Ultimate. I know a lot of people have been looking for that. Along with, look, got the new Jey Uso Ultimate. Drew McIntyre Ultimate. You guys think he'll fight Cody at that show in Paris. And look at here. Here's the R-Truth Miz Triple H with he gave him the new tag titles. That's a pretty decent set, but damn it ain't worth $70. Ridiculous. That'll be clearanced. Don't really see anything else. That's a cool Orko there from Masters of the Universe. Faker. Oh well, what do they got over here? Damn, look, all the Fantastic Four figures. There's Silver Surfer, Invisible Woman, Human Torch, Mr. Fantastic, Johnny Storm. So it looks like the only one they're missing is what? The Thing? Probably. Got a Platinum Edition DC figure here. Look, they got guns with them now. You think it's because it's a laser gun and not a real gun? Got a few little Marvel things, some Star Wars back here. Remember when, oh, look at there. There's Mr. Fantastic again. You remember when, like, at Ahsoka figures, when they were so rare and people were jumping all over them? Back here in their toy section, they got a few Toonie Terrors, Super Friends, some Ben Cooper. Not a whole lot. Some Spider-Man and Wolverine. Is that Wolverine statue? I gotta do it. And got a few DC items.
Like when I do that.
Dragon Ball Z. And then on the pops, Britney Spears, bitch. Oops, I did it again. Some Superman. North by Northwest, Roger Thornhill. Thornhill. Is that the name of the guy that they Fletch charges and stuff to? What's that last name? I'm not going to try to remember. Put it in the comments down below. Underhill. It's Underhill. Never mind. Spider-Man. Where'd I get Thornhill?
You blew it!
Not sure. There's new Ghostbusters pops. Peter Venkman. There's some Fantastic Four. Damn. And why go into... Yeah, we're going to go into Hobby Lobby. Let's go see what we can find in here. Up here at the front, they do have like some action figures and stuff, like Dragon Ball Z. They got those small little bag clips. Different movies and stuff. They got some banks. Look at that. That Spider-Man bank is cool. It's pretty neat. You don't have to use it as a bank. You could just use it like a little mini bust. But if you put coins in it, obviously it would weight it down and help hold it down. Snoopy stuff or Peanuts. Some plush. Or something cool. Little Godzilla plushies. Well, not plushies. Oh, look, these are banks as well. Snoopy. That's a nice Snoopy. I like that. What's up here? Oh, that's pretty neat. It's like Thor's hammer. It's got some weight to it too, so that's pretty cool. I thought I'd show you these. They got these signs here. You got an LED wall art sign, Jurassic Park. Look at that Godzilla up there. What do they got over here? Batman. Marvel stuff. I like these banner type things. Look at that. That Godzilla one. That is cool. Godzilla poster art. Lenticular type photos as well. That's cool with the dinosaurs. Oh, you got you some turtles. Look at this shit, man. Man, that's got some weight to it. I'd love to get that and hang it up in my office at work. Lots of Godzilla stuff. That's cool. Then over here, look, as I was walking over to like the little movie section thing, they got this shark neon wall sign. You know me and sharks. I love Jaws. It looks kind of cartoony though. We got a dinosaur one. Juvenile lighting. Well, that's perfect for me then, right? Let's look at the wall art for like the music and movie stuff. Got a guitar. Sit back and relax. Oh, look, this is kind of like a lenticular one for that Coke. Look, is it half empty or is it half full? Don't wake the bear. That's neat with those cassette tapes. Movie night. Fresh popcorn. That now showing is pretty neat. And then they got all those little let's go to the lobby type things at the snack bar. Treat yourself. That was lenticular too. Look at that. Then they got these light up signs like the Showtime. All right, well, that's about it. So let's look online and see what else we can find. All right, so let's take a look online, and this will actually be short because I already know there's not a lot coming out or came out this past week. So you got the Master and Commander. That's the 4K Steelbook, and I'll just go ahead and let you know I'm not a huge fan of that movie, so I think I'm good with my Blu-ray of that. You got Sunset Boulevard 4K. It's the 75th anniversary. I know a lot of people were after that. I'm going to pass. But I did like Better Off Dead. It's one of my favorite John Cusack movies. You got the 4K Blu-ray digital code copy. And then one of the, I think the only technically new movie released this week is the Digipack from A24 of Friendship starring Tim Robinson and Paul Rudd. Then you got Wolf Children 4K Steelbook. Fires on the Plain, that's 4K, that's from Criterion. You've got A Late Night with the Devil, I think that's 4K Steelbook. Pretty expensive, and then they just keep pumping out versions of that movie over and over again. Just cash grab. You got Chris Christopherson and Convoy 4K. I already have a 4K Steelbook of that was from another region, so I don't need that one. The Burmese Harp, a 4K from Criterion. You got the next volume of the Shaw Brothers classics. I've never bought any of those, so I skipped that. The Devil's Sword. Let me know if I think, is that a TerraVision release? Let me know if you've seen that, if it's any good. I didn't buy that. I skipped that one from, I think it's TerraVision. Suddenly in the Dark 4K. The Children of Violent Rome. There's Wolf Children. So that other one up there, that must be a Steelbook? Yep, that was a Steelbook. Fires on the Plain. That's the Blu-ray. Then you got the Universal Theory. Made in Abyss. The Golden City of the Scorpion Sun. Not familiar with that. We Are Still Here. 10th Anniversary Edition. The Capture. You got the Ark in the Darkness Director's Cut. And then you got some anime there, complete collection. So not much. You got Terror Express that came out. I'm not familiar with that movie either, so very little came out this week. So hopefully you guys can use this as a chance to pick up some titles you might have missed. So let's get home and close out the video. So what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm JeffMan316, your pop culture reporter. As it says there, JeffMan316 Live. Hopefully we'll get back to regular live streams on the channel, and you guys can join me right here on this channel, usually Sunday nights around 9 p.m. Eastern. We watch along to a movie, talk about pop culture, talk about physical media, talk about wrestling, anything you guys want to talk about. Join me for that fun. Also, hit me up on Instagram, JeffMan316. I talked to quite a few of you there, so I like interacting with you guys. So this is going to be the hunt, and I always it was the hunt. You saw that. We looked online, and then we're going to divide this up. I always, because I don't want a video that's too long, I do the movie haul of the week. This past week's releases, I tell you what I bought, or anything else special that popped up. So watch the next video, which will be the movie haul video. So hopefully you'll enjoy that. And I mentioned a couple of announcements. There's some partnerships I've got on the channel. I want to help you, and then you can help me by using them. If you wanted to shop online for a new retailer, one that's down on the East Coast, down in Florida, Valoria Video is one that I've featured on the channel. Just did an unboxing of a nice cool slasher box set. bag set actually. So watch that video and support them. And if you want to support me, you can use my code JeffMan316 to get 10% off your first order. And speaking of partnerships, I got another one. I got a couple items here that I'll show you. Look on my eBay store. My eBay store link is down below. I'm JeffMan3169. It's a kind of funny story, but I'll just go ahead and tell you. My eBay account got hacked probably 5-6 years ago. They told me when I got it back that I should change the name somewhat. So it was 316, so I threw the 9 on it. Get it? 316-969, dude. But either way, hit that link and you can support me by picking up some Sterling Entertainment box sets and or just single disc releases. I'll give you a few examples. I've got this complete axe grinder collection up there now. I've got it where I can take offers, but I probably won't take offers on anybody unless they follow me on social media or here and mention in the offer that you found me on YouTube or Instagram. These are autographed by the producer David Sterling. It's the complete collection inside of there of a Blu-ray. I'll give you an example of what it looks like because I don't have a box set, but I do have copies of the Camp Blood collection, which has got all those movies in this set. It's missing the first 2 in this set, but you do get the first 2 in this Grindhouse double feature featuring Camp Blood in 3D. The first 2 Camp Bloods. So you can get the Camp Blood collection. And then I've got, this is my personal copy that I had an extra one of. I've got that up there as well. Camp Blood 9, Bride of Blood. I've got this collector's edition box set signed by David Sterling, just like the other one. And then David has got some box sets coming for Camp Blood if you actually want the signed box sets instead of just the single disc releases. So if you support me there, we split the proceeds or the profits, whatever you want to call it. So you will be supporting the channel if you pick up anything off of my eBay store there. I also sell a lot of my old wrestling figures. I've went through a lot, but you often maybe wonder how I spend so much on physical media. It's because of the amount of stuff I sell. I'm getting older. I'm just trying to cut down on the collection. I'm getting rid of a lot of wrestling stuff and just concentrating on physical media right now. So hopefully you like some of the stuff you see there and you'll buy it. And in the meantime, like this video or any video you watch. It really does help the algorithm. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. If you are a subscriber, I love you. If you aren't, please consider subscribing. It's free of charge. Why not? And hopefully you'll be entertained by some of my videos or my live streams. Hit the notification bell once you subscribe, though. You'll know when I post new videos. So I really appreciate it. Looking for a Goodwill video maybe coming up. If not, I know I went to at least one thrift store with my wife. I've got a video I just posted about the good old days of Kmart and the blue light specials. I'm going to feature some movies that you might have in your collection from Kmart that I bought back in the day that are worth quite a bit of money right now. So maybe I can help you guys find some of that stuff. But like I said, hopefully you guys will keep supporting me and I'll keep making the great content for you. And until next time, boys and girls, this has been JeffMan316. I'm your pop culture reporter. I'm signing out saying you guys be safe out there.
I'm very disappointed in you.